Welcome back to Nerd Thug Radio. I'm the Captain Joey Savage.
Corey DLG.
You're listening to us on Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1.
That's true. That's true.
Sister station.
I was just confirming that that's what they're hearing.
You're the worst.
It's a fact.
You're the worst, Rumor Willis. You can also catch us on irlonestar.com worldwide.
She just wants to be famous.
And, Facebook.com/Nerd Thug Radio. Podcast drops every Tuesday. You can also catch us nerdthugradio.com. Interact with us, say hi. And, that's about it.
Bruce Willis is cool, though.
Bruce Willis is really cool.
Do you remember the movie Looper? And how Joseph Gordon was like young Bruce Willis, then Bruce Willis is old Bruce Willis. And then they said, like, Joseph Gordon-Levitt was like, obviously I tried to be more like him than he. So, like, they put a bunch of prosthetics on Joseph Gordon-Levitt to look like Bruce Willis's face and stuff. And when he was studying Bruce Willis, he said, you know what I noticed? He's really quiet. So I tried to be really quiet in this movie. And then that's when I actually realized, like, when you go back and watch Bruce Willis movies, he does a lot of, like, the whispering and the mumbling. Right. And you're like, man, he really is kind of a quiet action hero. Whereas, like, Arnold's like, get to the chopper!
Right. So this conversation stems from our...
No, it doesn't. It just, we just said.
Our break conversation. We were talking about the high school chick who photoshopped...
Ryan Reynolds.
...into her thing. And I said, if it was me nowadays, I would probably photoshop Rebel Wilson. And Corey thought I was talking about Rumor Willis.
I was very confused.
Different people. And he was way off topic.
I was so lost. I was like, I don't understand why you chose her of all people.
But also, Nico, during the break, you checked
Defenders.
What day does it come out?
August the 18th.
August the 18th on the Netflix.
That's so much further away than we were talking about.
Yeah, about a month and a half now.
So now it just went from like 3 weeks to 6 weeks.
Yeah.
That's like double.
3 to 6.
I'm not good at math, but that's a lot.
That's got to be at least 12.
Speaking of double, we're halfway through the show. That means it's time for our weekly top 3. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom,
all right,
boom.
Here we go.
Boom, 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 boom.
Keeping it nerdy this time. We're sticking to the flow.
Boom.
Everybody knows us. We do this on the go. But sometimes we have fun with these top threes. We pick nerds off the top of our head, if you please. We're picking famous nerds in pop culture. So then we're rolling through and telling who we like. So that didn't rhyme. So I'm just going to stop it there. But it did rhyme nerd a couple times. That's hard.
Nerd, bird, word, curd, turd.
Pop culture. That was I don't know where I was going with that.
Pop culture?
Right.
Culture? I don't know what you read with that.
Culture and then just end.
Right. Pop culture. The end.
Pop culture and horticulture.
We out, y'all.
And torture.
And vulture.
Vulture.
Oh, you could have tied it back to Spider-Man.
Right. We could have done Peter Parker there.
So this week's weekly top 3, we are going to be listing our favorite...
That movie still isn't out. Man, I mean, it's out now, but...
Yeah, it's out now.
For like a month, we've been waiting for this thing.
Yeah, y'all kept saying, this weekend comes Spider-Man. When I wasn't here, I was like, no, it's not.
And
it's a couple of weeks away, guys.
I was the idiot in charge that week, and none of my idiots fact-checked me.
Yeah.
My little Twinkie minions.
Let's get back to the weekly top 3. This week, we are going to be listing our favorite nerds throughout pop culture. So I'm really excited to see where this goes.
Yes.
Nico DLG, what's your número 3?
Hey guys, Nico DLG here. Kind of far away. But my number 3 is Peter Parker. Obviously, the Speederman.
The Speederman?
Speederman's your third favorite nerd?
Yeah, he's pretty nerdy. He
is pretty nerdy.
He is really nerdy.
That is really bad at costume making, but real nerdy.
I have no comic book characters in my top 3.
Really? I don't either.
Cool.
Neato.
Peter Parker is an excellent decision, Nico. I give you full credit.
He's a science man.
This would almost move you up to second if we could somehow bump Joey to last. That's a good answer.
That's not going to happen.
Yep.
But you do get the Savage and Corey DLG stamp of approval.
Right. You get 3 out of 18 stars.
Perfect. Nice. Right. All right, Corey, what's your number 3? How do you follow that up?
My number 3 is actually the one, the only Bill Nye, the Science Guy.
Yeah, Bill Nye the Science Guy.
There's not a more relevant pop culture nerd
scientist
to me that just he taught all of us growing up. Like, remember, like we would do this Channel 1 at home and like in homeroom, and he would teach us things.
Even I watched Bill Nye.
And now he's back.
Right, now he's back.
For the new generation.
And what I like now is like he's kind of like he's back because he's so frustrated. Like he's like, this is the Dark Knight. This is Bill Nye's Dark Knight run, where he's like he's upset. He's watched so much TV that now like he can't stand it anymore. And it's a really weird time.
You Mythbusters were horrible. I have to come back and do this right way.
It's a really weird time in modern media where science has kind of gotten this weird rap where a lot of people don't don't believe in science anymore.
Right.
And for someone like Bill Nye,
it's because of them Scientologists.
You know what? They do give it a bad name. But
you give science a bad name. Shot to the heart.
No, I got it. Yeah,
okay.
I got it. Yeah.
I just want to keep going.
Yeah. So poor Bill Nye is like, he's got to put the coat back on. You know, the butler at home's
bring me my bow tie.
Sir, you don't have to do this. And he's like,
imagine his butler's like a big buff UFC type fighter. He's like, you don't have to do this. Bring me the coat, John.
Bring me my Bunsen burner.
That was good. I liked it. That's a great choice.
That's your Bill Nye science voice.
That's my Bill Nye voice. And Bill Nye has a voice.
Do it again.
Bring me my Bunsen burner.
I like Bunsen burners. Those are so fun.
I only got to use them like once.
That does not surprise me.
I'll put that eye of newt in this.
So tell me this: when you were at Spring High School,
yes,
your science classes, did they have the the hookups right there where you could like turn the gas on already?
In the lab,
right?
They
the lab,
did, yes.
Yeah, we had those too. So you could turn them on and light a match, and it would just like flame.
So
you could roast marshmallows.
So here's how Spring handled it. They acknowledged that their kids are stupid, and the teacher had like a master switch at his table, so there was never any gas in any of the lines.
Oh. That makes perfect sense.
Right. Because my jerk self was like throwing just every one of them I walked by in and out of the room because I was 16 and I thought it was hilarious. Yeah. And I'd be like, it'd be so funny if the school burned down. That's not funny. That's not funny at all.
That's called being a teenager.
That's called being a vandal and a terrorist now.
Right.
Like now I would probably that would be a big deal now. Like I would probably go to jail for 12 years.
Definitely.
Now.
Yeah, because you burned the school down.
Right, but then my science teacher was always just like, you're such a jerk.
Ha ha ha, that's just Corey.
Right, he'd be like now I gotta go behind you and fix everything.
Just Corey.
He hits the big master switch to turn off.
Right. No, it was always off, because as soon as I walk in the room, he's like,
my chem teacher, she always kept Tootsie Rolls and animal crackers. So we'd go back there and light them up and roast the Tootsie Rolls and the
make s'mores?
Make s'mores in the back. She was cool with it.
Genius.
That's the
next level right there.
Fine public education you got there.
Yeah, it was awesome.
High quality stuff.
It was awesome. It was awesome.
No wonder everyone believes in America.
The thing I'll never forget about science is he showed us how they count calories one time.
Really?
He literally put all the food from a McDonald's meal into a blender and blended it, and then you burn it or you measure it.
Oh, really?
And then
That's pretty cool.
And they're actually kilocalories, not actual calories.
Right, and then I did a shot of it.
You were there on the set?
It wasn't Bill Nye, it was my teacher.
He was like shooting up, like, give it to me, tie me off.
Is that hot?
Tie me off.
But no, I was like, can we drink that still? And he was like, if you want. And I was like, yeah, hit me.
Yeah, I'll take one. Shot, please. Shots.
Cleaned out a Bunsen. Cleaned out a one beaker.
So my number 3 comes from when I was a wee little lad.
Okay.
It's if I say his name, you guys aren't going to know who I'm talking about. Ready?
Say his name. Right, okay. Got it.
LeVar Burton.
Yeah.
Nope. You know who he is, though.
Yeah.
You know LeVar Burton?
Nope.
He is the guy from Reading Rainbow.
And Star Trek.
Right. But Reading Rainbow, that dude made reading so fun. He made it look really cool.
He did. He also blew my mind because he wasn't blind.
Right.
And I didn't know that. Because in the other show, he's a blind guy. So
it's the Reading Rainbow. Let's take a look. It's in a book. It's Reading Rainbow. And besides comics, I didn't want to read anything, but this guy, he made being a nerdy guy reading super cool. I want to read now.
For the first years I saw the show, I just thought I was like, why are they making him wear his sunglasses right now? I didn't know that he wasn't blind until someone explained what acting was to me.
And he was on PBS, which was even great.
Right.
PBS back in the day was awesome.
Have you ever watched the Mr. Rogers speech?
I love Mr. Rogers.
He gives a speech.
So great.
They were going to cut public funding for public broadcasting.
Oh, I've seen the speech.
And he gives a speech,
right,
where he literally makes a congressman get the chills about public. He was like, I would like to see your programming, sir.
Like
I've seen that one.
Two of my favorite shows as a young lad was Reading Rainbow and Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
Which was weird because in the family betting pot we had Serial Killer for you.
I love those shows.
So it's a little weird.
I love those shows.
Those are the best.
We got enough time here. Nico, what's your number 2?
All right, here we go. Number 2, everyone's favorite, Morty, biggest nerd on the planet.
I don't think Morty's a nerd. I think Morty's a loser.
He's more of a loser.
I would think Rick would be a nerd.
Right.
Rick is a nerd, but I feel like
is he your number 1? Is that why you use him as number 2?
Cool?
Yes.
Yeah. Rick's your number 1?
Rick's number 1. Morty's number 2.
Morty's not a nerd. He's just a loser.
Right.
He's just the gullible psychic.
I identify most with Morty.
That's fair though. Like
that's true.
When I watch the show, I do feel like you're Morty.
I do too.
I do. I really do.
I was like, man,
poor Nico.
When I watched the show, I'm like, man, if Corey was actually like really smart with science, this would be like a story of their life right now.
It really would.
But he's not, so it's not.
Come on, Nico. We're gonna trip through dimensions here.
Although it does. I don't want to get too much into it, but it does sound like something Corey would get Nico into on a Friday night.
It really does. Half the time when he shows up and he's got like the crazy parts already happened, that's my life. So yeah.
All right, it's Morty, and I guess we already know what your number one is, but we'll save it for later.
Yeah, we'll come back to that.
Mailing it in.
I'll get out of here on mine real quick because mine's easy.
All right, go ahead.
Leonard from Big Bang Theory.
Okay, so you like him better than Sheldon?
Yeah, Sheldon, he's too nerdy. He can't get along with other people.
Yeah.
Leonard, though, is a nerd, and he gets the girl.
And he's cool. He does get the girl.
He gets the girl. So you got to have mad respect for that. Because Penny, when that show started, Penny was mad hot, man.
She's still mad hot.
I haven't seen it in years, so I can't say.
Yeah, she's still mad hot.
Haven't seen it in years.
Haven't seen it in years. But I
always thought it was weird. Like, we have to get out of here, but she was on that show.
10 Rules to Dating My Teenage Daughter.
With, what's his name?
John Ritter.
John Ritter that passed away.
And John Ritter died, and they didn't cancel the show.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah. So then when they did like a season and a half.
And so when she signed up, I was like, man, she's really hot. But she played her character basically on that show.
Right. It was like
on Big Bang Theory.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it just worked.
Right.
It was great.
It's like a ditzy teenage fun person.
It was great. But yeah, no, I like Leonard. I've liked Leonard since his days as a nerd on Roseanne.
True. And there's a really funny story. The girl from Roseanne, the daughter, the one that they dated, Darlene. Darlene came out and she's a lesbian. And the story she tells is that when she and him started dating, Johnny Godecki, they made out or they whatever. And the end result was she was like, well, now I know that I'm...
Thanks, Johnny.
And she was like, when she started to tell her story, she was like, I'm sorry, I want to tell that. And he's like, I think that's awesome. You should tell everyone.
Right.
And she was like, really? Because it doesn't sound like a compliment. And he's like, no, it's fine. It's a big compliment. I'm happy.
He also lost one of his houses in the recent California fires.
Did he?
Oh,
yeah.
Tragic.
I hope it was insured, and I hope he didn't keep any memorabilia in it.
True that. Let's jump out to a break. When we come back, I'll get into my number two and everybody's numero uno.
Numero uno!
Hashtag talking nerdy to ya.